Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Review. My name is Eric. Today we are going to be taking a look at a darker Gotham City, one that currently does not have its main hero in Detective Comics number 936. This is part 3 to the Rise of the Batman storyline by James Tynion IV. I like this issue because it gets a little bit more into the character of Batwoman. I did not read any real Batwoman story before this other than 52 back after Infinite Crisis was over, the year-long series 52. I did not read her adventures in Detective Comics when she took the book over after Batman R.I.P. And I also never read her solo book during the New 52. So this has actually been my first introduction to Batwoman. And I gotta say, I'm really digging the character. I'm actually kind of wanting to go back and see if I can grab some trades with her just so I can get a little bit more knowledge of who she is. I'm not sure when the whole thing with finding out that she's cousins with Bruce Wayne occurred. I don't know if that was something in this book or not. We get a little bit of insight at the beginning of this issue with her military career, her wanting to be in leadership training, and her drill sergeant being really tough on her, which she thinks is just to break her, but it's really showing her what it is to be a leader. We get this exposition during a conversation between her and Renee Montoya, who do know that they have had previous relationships in the past. I know pre-New 52, I'm not sure about post-New 52 or during the New 52. Without reading the Batwoman series that was out, I actually didn't know Renee Montoya was in the New 52 until the James Gordon Batman era in Detective Comics when she was working with Harvey Dent, I believe, during that time. So like I said, she, Batwoman is trying to get Montoya to help her out with trying to figure out what decisions she should be making. She's basically trying to figure out if the thing that she's doing now is the thing that she should be doing working with Batman. She's not telling Renee that. I'm not sure, again, because I haven't read the New 52 Adventures of Batwoman. I don't know if Renee knew that Kate was Batwoman, because Renee certainly is not the question. I don't know what is known and what is not known. But she is being cryptic enough to where I'm kind of under the impression that she does not know that Kate is Batwoman. Batwoman gets a call from Red Robin alerting her to the fact that Batman has been taken by the Batmen. This is basically throwing Batwoman into a situation where she's now having to make the decision of whether or not to go in alone with Red Robin to try to save Batman, or whether or not she needs to call on all the other recruits, Orphan, Spoiler, and Clayface, to save him. After analyzing the video footage and realizing that this is a group that is very military, very organized, and seems to be based off of Batman, Batwoman makes the call to go ahead and call in the recruits. She also makes a call into her father to try to get his insight into what the best plan of attack, basically using his services to consult on what they should be doing. When all the other vigilantes, Spoiler and Clayface, are on their way to the Belfry, Orphan sees something wrong. She sees jets and everything flying around, so she goes off to investigate. Everyone else meets at the Belfry, and Batwoman introduces her father into the group, saying he's an expert in military tactics and whatnot. They go over everything, and you basically find out during this exchange, and I'm going to say that I called it in the last video, but you basically find out here that General Kane is the one who created the Batman. He's actually the leader of the Batman. He's the one that took Batman off the board. He inserts a thumb drive into the Belfry's computer, basically taking down all of its defenses while the Batmen are swarming onto the location and actually fighting Orphan up on top of the building. She breaks in, crashes in, really subduing most of the military Batman personnel, but more show up, constantly showing up. Red Robin is trying to hack into the military systems, but actually ends up opening up the Batcave computer to an attack. General Kane reveals that the image of Batman is a powerful one, but that Batman was misusing it, trying to focus too shallowly into just what's going on in Gotham City, and that it should be a worldwide thing, dealing with real world problems and dealing things with on a global scale. He basically also offers Kate a way to join him and also to bring in the other recruits, so that way she can continue to train them. But basically he's giving her an army with which to try to save the world. Though it's doing it so in a nefarious way, it seems. Naturally, she refuses to go along with her father's crazy plan because, you know, the Bats don't go for crazy military plans, I guess. Red Robin and Clayface enact a escape plan for everyone, wherein Clayface turns into a ball encompassed around the rest of the team, and they go through a pinball tube of some sort out of the belfry. Some of the Batmen question whether or not they should go after Kate and the other vigilantes, and General Kane says that no, she'll come to us, and that's kind of where we're left at the end of this issue. So as of right now, we don't have a Batman in this book. No idea where this takes place. Not sure if this takes place after the current storyline over in Batman with Gotham and Gotham Girl, though I'm kind of wondering if that takes place after this, because both of these series I think are going to dovetail into their issue 6s and then they do the crossover with Nightwing, starting with their issue 7s in September with the Night of the Monster Men storyline, which I'm assuming that this storyline takes place before that because the storyline going on in Batman seems to be leading toward that. So I think we're going to be more. I think this story is going to be more focusing on everything that happens before that, instead, because there's no way they take place concurrently, just because of the fact that Batman's currently captured at this point. Overall, I like this issue. The plot does seem to be moving a little bit further. I do feel like they were a little too obvious with the fact that General Kane was the one who was leading the Batman. I feel like he was kind of just introduced in the storyline just that way we weren't surprised when it was some random guy who was leading the Batman. But and that is something, again, going with the whole concept of decompressed storytelling and writing for the trade. This could have been something that could have been introduced now with General and kind of dealing with that over time and revealing it later instead of just revealing it right away. I feel like a lot of these storylines now with the whole aspect of writing for the trade is that we introduce big concepts, but then the writers kind of just reveal the big thing in issue 3 of an arc. I just feel like that's something more indicative of the writing for a trade mentality, instead of just letting a storyline build up or letting a subplot build up to like a big payoff for long-time readers. We're just trying to get at we got to get everything thrown into these 6 issues or these 4 issues because that's the attention span we have of readers anymore, which is kind of sad. I kind of like the whole you get rewarded for sticking with a book for a long time, but I can also see that they're trying to, we got to capture all those new readers right now with big surprises, big things, it's that whole, like I said, writing for the trade, event mentality. It seems to be working for people, but like I said, with this book, I am enjoying it. They could have not revealed the General Kane thing right away, and had that been another story later on in the series, and just having us deal with the Batman right now. But that's how things go sometimes. So let me know what you guys thought of this book. Were you as shocked as I was over the fact that General Kane was the leader of the Batman? Are you liking the fact that Batwoman is getting the main focus in this storyline, and that she is coming back to prominence again in the DC universe? Do you still think Clayface is going to turn at some point? Because I'm kind of wondering if General Kane is going to offer him something that's going to make him turn on the Bat team. So let me know what you guys think about these different things and more in the comments below. And I'd just like to thank you guys for tuning in to this edition of the Comic Review. We post new reviews on a weekly basis for both major publishers. As well, if you have any suggestions for any indie titles, let me know in the comments as well. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next review later.